welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be starting work on the new car. I'll do a quick cinematic of the new car. It's in a rough condition, the earth is growing around it and it's been sat for about 5 years. So we'll do a quick cinematic and then we'll get straight into it. So as you can see from thumbnail and the cinematic, we've gone for the MK1 Audi TT. Obviously it's been sat here, I say, about 5 years. It could actually be even more. I cannot actually remember how long this has been sat here. I've been dying to get my hands on it for ages, and my uncle's finally said that I can do it. It's going to be for sale at the end once it's done. I'll talk about the car, what I know about it. I'll go over what I'm going to be doing today. Yeah, I just want to get it started today basically, because it hasn't been started in so long. And I'm going to be fitting a starter motor because the starter motor's gone and it needs a battery, so I'm going to find one in one of these mini cars here. There will be a battery somewhere, so our plan today is to get this car started. We'll see what happens. So we'll start with the heart of the car. We have the 225 BAM engine, which is confirmed by the stamp just here. It's had cam belt, but the cam belt was done. This is what makes me think it's been parked longer, because the cam belt was done in 15, and I remember when that was done, because I was here, and it was parked up not long after that. So it could have been parked a lot longer than I think. It had a clutch as well at the same time, and then not long after she sold it, so it's had a clutch. I need to get it started, and the starter motor is knackered. The starter motor is located just down here, so obviously the battery's already gone. You have to remove the battery, remove this tray, and then we'll get onto the starter motor. I have ordered a new one off eBay and it cost, how much was it? It was £40 for a second-hand one. So obviously we have this MK1 TT, it's in black. It's with the lovely 5-spoke diamond cut alloys, and they're actually not that bad. I thought they'd be proper like peeled away and all that like they normally do. Coming to the rear, obviously you can see there's quite a lot of water on the inside of that window. Now that could just be condensation, but it looks like a lot of water. Maybe there is a leak in there, but we might have to address. Coming to the back, we've got a little mark here. Obviously nothing too bad. It is the Quattro, obviously the Haldex system. It's pretty, it's just really dirty. I don't know if you can see under there on the video. It's just mouldy. It needs a massive clean. But there's a little crack in the light here, so maybe replace this, because I'm going to be selling this car. The rear tyre looks decent. There's no cracks in it, which is good, and it's still pumped up. Obviously the brakes, they're obviously not moving in ages. They're rotten. Might be able to clean them up maybe. We'll try, see what happens. They might even be seized. Obviously front tyre perished, like that's cracked to hell. You can't even see if it's still up because it's under the grass. The pads look new. There is a shitload of pad on there. There's a tiny lip on the disc, nothing big, but them discs look rotten. But yeah, other than that, it doesn't look too bad. There's no cracks in the windows. The window's in good condition. So obviously we're missing the top engine cover, and there's a cover that goes here, I'm pretty sure. So maybe get those just to make it neat. It just needs a massive clean. So obviously we got Spidey in here, and with it being sat, maybe some of these pipes might be corroded, brittle. They go brittle because they're like a lot of them are plastic and shitty material. Obviously once we start it and give it a run, we'll see how it goes. Coming onto the front, it's not too bad of a condition. The headlights might need a bit of a polish. Front grille is good. We do have a crack on the bumper down here, so that's stuck. Obviously it's hit something, and that's the paint on that's faded. But for how old is this car? It's a Y-Reg. I don't even know what year that is. Is that like 98? I think that's like 98, so this car's pretty old. And it's not in that bad of a condition, to be honest, considering it's been sat here for so long as well. Yeah, so we come on to the interior now. So obviously it's got the full leather. It's got a little bit of wearing on here. Nothing too bad. It smells absolutely horrible in here. Really mouldy, as you can see. We got mould all over the doors. It's been sat for that long. It's just gone absolutely disgusting. Like, look at the mould on the steering wheel. For that, mate, it's like a bush growing on the gear stick. But yeah, it's a lovely interior. It's very like, nothing looks damaged. There's a little bit of wear on the handle here, but other than that, it's in really good condition. I don't know what mileage it's on just yet. Obviously once we get a battery connected and fit the starter motor and I get it started, we'll be able to see. From what I've heard, it's about 120k, and I've seen these go in for 2.5 grand with that mileage. More mileage than that actually. could be a good money maker. Obviously I've just got to get it as clean as I possibly can and work in and make sure it's safe. I need to get through an MOT as well. So I've got a lot of work to do. For this interior, I'm literally going to take the seats out, get the carpet clean. I'm going to do it all myself, clean all the carpet and everything. So we're going to start now and get the battery tray off, hopefully if the bolts are not rusted to fuck, because they do look quite rusted. And then we'll get to the starter motor and begin disassembling that. So we'll just go over to the Mark III TT, which is here, sitting all beautiful. There is a big job coming on this soon, guys. Be looking forward to that. Got all my tools in here, so we're going to use the back of this to get that started. Yeah, wish me luck. It is drizzling, it's quite damp day. I'm committed to get this done because I've wanted to do this for a long time, and obviously it's perfect. I've got a TT and I'm going to fix one of the first TTs, so let's get it done. Right, so we've got a little change of plan. Obviously, before I do the starter motor, I'm going to actually turn it over and just see what happens. Maybe give the starter motor a bang, see if I can get it running. We connected a battery, so the battery's connected up now. Let's just see. Be able to see how many miles is on it as well. Oh, that's if anything even happens at all. Oh, 117,000, well 118 nearly. Looking out, the gear stick's very stiff. Got a bit of fuel in here, which is going to be old. But let's see if it goes. Not a thing. Not even a click. Nothing. So coming down here now, hopefully there's a good enough light for you to see. We've got the battery tray off. 3 of the bolts, for some reason, have already been ripped off. So they were fucked. I couldn't get anything off them. They were already ripped off, so I literally just pulled it off. There's one bolt holding the battery tray down. It's a good start. So as you can see here, here's the starter motor. So we're gonna go ahead now and just slowly undo the starter motor. So we've got to take obviously the live and the other connections off it. And then there's a bolt here, looks rancid, and I don't know how I'm going to get to the bottom one. I'm going to have to wing this. So undoing starter motor, you've got these wires in the way. So you take off the bolt that holds the live onto just here. So it holds this on. That was a 10mm. There's a plug, this plug here. So you're going to pull that off. That goes onto this socket. I'll show you on the other starter motor actually. It goes onto that socket just there. And then there's 2 bolts, obviously that sits there. There's one in the top, which I'm undoing now. And then there's one in the bottom, which is going to be awkward to get. So this one's coming undone now. I'm just undoing it here. So that's nearly done. And then I need to get my arms under there somehow and try and get the bottom one. But I won't stop till I get it off. I'll get it off. So this is one of the bolts that hold it. They're like a nut on the end and then a really long bolt. I think both of them are like this. So that's the top one. Now I'm going to try and get the bottom one off, which is going to be quite awkward where it is. But hopefully I can get it. I just need something long enough to reach it. So guys, right, I didn't film me doing that because I've had to jack the car up, get underneath. There's a bolt underneath, 18mm, same as the top one, that long one I showed you. It's 18mm top and bottom, but then there's a 13mm holding like the aircon pipe to that. So I've had to disconnect that. Fucking nightmare, I've been here for ages. This is the old one, it's off, as you can see, it's fucking rotten, but like it doesn't, I don't know, it seems spinning free and all that, but you know, let's have a look and see what happens, I guess. So that's the old one there. The new one is on, wired up. I'm just going to connect the battery now. I'm just going to leave I've put the airbox back in, but everything's loose. I'm just going to literally put the battery on now and see if it starts. Fingers crossed it does. I've got this horrible feeling it ain't going to start. Oh, come on. Please start. Oh, she's running! Oh yes! There we go. No smoke coming out the back. Okay, so now we know the TT runs. It does sound a bit tappy, but I suppose you would if you've been sat here for about 6 years with no oil around you. So obviously I'll start it up again in a minute, see what happens. In the back here, I found the engine cover, so we do have the engine covers. We've got some brake lines, it looks like, so maybe there is some brake lines to do on this car. There's 2 brake lines there. Carpets are here. What's the back looking like? There's no water in here, which is good. No water at all. That's a good sign. Shows it's not leaking. Nothing's wet in here, so it hasn't been leaking, which is good. Seal looks good. So this just must be condensation here. Yes guys, so as you can see, we got the Mark 1 TT started. It was a bit smoky, a little bit white smoke coming out, but that's obviously good. It's not turbo or anything, because it would be blue if it was. Coolant's good. Might just be because it's been sat for so long. Obviously if you've been sat for 5 years, you would probably be smoking. And next time I am going to be I'll pull it out of here and just get an overall look of it, because something's rattling on the exhaust on the back. I noticed the brake fluid, the plug on the top, there's like a plug that goes into the cap on the top. The wire on that's snapped and it's not plugged in, so I got a light on. There is an airbag light on as well, so I need to investigate that. But at least it started. Yeah, so if you enjoy the Mark 1 TT, please give me a subscribe. I will do a lot more videos on this car. Obviously it's got a lot of work to be done to get it ready for being sold, because it will be sold at the end when I've finished it. So obviously if anybody's interested, obviously it's in really good condition, but obviously it's been sat for so long, it's going to need a bit of attention. So that is going to be a lot of work for me to do, which is good because I can make content on it. In the next video I will pull it from its resting area. I don't know when it's going to be. This isn't going to be like a couple of weeks thing, because I'm away quite a lot now, so whenever I'm back I will try and get it done. But next time we're definitely going to get it out of here, because it's been sat here for about 5 to 6 years. If you've enjoyed the video guys, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and subscribe if you want to keep obviously an eye on this build, should we say, getting this thing back to life, because it's a shame. It's a good car and it shouldn't be sat here rotting, so if someone can use it when I finish with it, that would be good. But yeah, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon if you want to watch the future videos, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.